What's good, everybody? It is your boy Ace today, back with some Madden 21 next gen content for you guys today. We have none other than the Detroit Lions, man. Shout out to my man LJ23. He said do one with the Detroit Lions. Here you go. They were actually next up in our series too, which is the alphabet series, which basically, if this is your first time on my channel, we're doing NFL teams in alphabetical order, as your boy throws a horrendous interception right here with Matthew Stafford. So yeah, man, let's get right into the video, guys. The Detroit Lions, I'm actually making this video after they've already lost to the Minnesota Vikings, an unfortunate loss to say the least. A lot of people going crazy on social media, and we'll get right into that. But to start out things, I want to go ahead and congratulate Matt Prater on breaking the NFL record for most 50-plus yard field goals in NFL history. Now, this guy has gone through a lot of things during his career. He ended up getting released by the Denver Broncos a couple of years ago, when he actually ended up making a name for himself there, because this guy was going absolutely insane. I remember hearing this guy's name constantly when it came to kickers in the NFL, because he's just that good, man. I mean, I never heard of a kicker being that good from 50-plus yards and getting cut. And we're seeing more examples of that. I mean, I don't know if you guys know about Younghoe Koo over in Atlanta, but that man he ended up getting cut by the Chargers, I believe. And then next thing you know, he goes to Atlanta and he's just popping off. So shout out Matt Prater for breaking that record. It's a hell of an achievement by a kicker. I mean, 50-plus yards, dude. It's just insane. I'm pretty sure he hit like a 61-yarder this year as well. That added to this. I know it's just a 50-plus, but 50-plus as in 50-plus or more. So 61-yard field goal, absolutely insane. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy could, honestly break the record for the longest field goal. And speaking of longest field goal, I don't know if you guys are watching any of the games today, but how about the Denver Broncos taking a 70-yard field goal attempt earlier today? That shit was crazy, bro. Henry Ruggs ended up taking it back to midfield. But let's move forward with the Detroit Lions, man. A lot of people going crazy on social media talking about how they got screwed. Marvin Jones was very vocal after the game. Apparently he had a touchdown get called back, and he went as far as to say this: "It is bad that we grow accustomed to calls like that here." Basically talking about in the past years, man, all this stuff that has been going on in Detroit. Marvin Jones has been a part of Detroit for a little while now, and has seen a lot of things happen in Detroit. And this is stemming to all the way back a couple of years ago with the Green Bay Packers Hail Mary incident. I mean, it's just insane what this team has to go through, and he's 100% correct on that. But staying on the topic of Marvin Jones Jr., we'll get into the other controversial thing when we talk about the defense, because that is what the other controversial thing was from this game. But talking about the offense, we're going to start out with Marvin Jones Jr. An upcoming free agent has also announced that he will be testing his free agent market. Now, this guy had 76 catches for 978 yards this year, along with a combined total of 9 touchdowns. This guy, now I don't know if I would go as far as to call him a number 1 wide receiver, but this guy, he's going to have a market, because he is definitely a number 2 on any other NFL team. And this guy, he's extremely underrated, man. Year in and year out, he's forced. I mean, no offense, Detroit Lions fans, but I mean, Detroit's been in this shitter for a couple of years now. So Marvin Jones finally walking away from Detroit. He's going to get a decent contract in that offseason, I believe. And that is going to leave a hole with the Detroit Lions on offense. And to worsen things up, I don't know if you guys remember, but early on in this season, Kenny Golladay was getting thrown around in trade rumors. So that offense is slowly falling apart. Matthew Stafford, there's rumors of him wanting out. It's a very bad situation over in Detroit. However, it is going to be interesting to see what they get at the head coaching position. They fired Matt Patricia a couple weeks ago, and I don't know, man. There's a big question at almost every single part of this team. Hopefully they clear house, and hopefully they get some understanding of the direction that they want to take this team. I feel for you, Detroit Lions fans. You're heading into the all season not knowing what's going to happen next year, if you're rebuilding, or what is going on. And I'm in the same boat as you. I'm an Eagles fan, so we're on the same page here when it comes to rebuilding. At least I think the Lions are going to be rebuilding. But continuing with that offense, let's talk about some positive things. TJ Hawkinson, an outstanding pick in my opinion. When they drafted him, I didn't know that much about TJ, but I'm just gonna. I think he could be a top 5 tight end when all is said and done in the NFL. As long as that they can start getting their shit together, I think the Lions have a stud on their hands, and hopefully TJ keeps progressing. That is one positive about their offense. Another positive is DeAndre Swift. Now, they may have their running back for the future, but we don't know yet. We're going to have to see another year out of DeAndre. He was supposed to be the #1 running back coming out of college, and then the Chiefs went ahead and drafted Edwards-Helaire, and then Jonathan Taylor also went to Indianapolis. So there was a lot of running backs taken within the span of a couple of picks from the first into the second round. And DeAndre Swift, it's not that he hasn't lived up to that. I mean, we're just going to have to see another season out of him to see what he's really about and have a full season under his belt, because he has been splitting reps with AP. Not down talking on AP, but he should see less reps. He's getting a lot older in his career. AP is AP, however. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw, but he had a crazy run earlier, so all props to AP. But, you know, that's pretty much it with that offense. They have a couple of key spots. I mean, their O-line, they have a couple of hits there too. It's just basically what is the next head coach and coordinator going to be about. Now, to pick on that defense, the other controversial call from earlier today was Tracy Walker getting a very questionable roughing the passer on Kirk Cousins. A lot of people voiced their frustration about it. And the main thing that can be taken away is that a lot of people believe Detroit should have won this game if those two controversial calls were non-existent. I mean, a lot of people are very furious about that. So, Detroit Lions fans, man, I don't know what it is with Detroit, but every time it's something with Detroit, dude, and I honestly feel bad. But, you know, let's think happy thoughts, Detroit fans. That defense, they went ahead and made a pick in this year's draft, 3rd overall, which we'll get into that in a second as well. 3rd overall, they went and picked Jeff Okudah, a cornerback from Ohio State, who I believe he was dealing with injuries this year, but he really, I don't know if he had a major injury or not, but I really didn't hear his name too much this year. So, who knows? I mean, cornerbacks, sometimes they take a year or two to adjust to the NFL, so that we could be looking at something like that. Other than that, I'm going to keep it a beam with you guys. I know absolutely nobody on that Detroit Lions defense. When I was playing with them, bro, I didn't know not a single soul. The linebackers, they sounded very familiar to me, but that Lions defense, and knowing Matt Patricia is supposed to be this big defensive guy, I don't know, bro. And I don't mean to take anything away from the Lions defense. It's just me, you know, I'm an NFL fan, and it's not that I know the majority of the players in the NFL, but normally I kind of do. And, you know, when I play with them, I at least have somewhat of a feeling. But when I jumped into a game with them, I didn't know what the hell to expect, especially when you constantly play the Kansas City Chiefs online, because everybody uses them. Because, gonna be honest with you guys, Madden on Next Gen, I don't know what it is or what's up about it, but the speed kills online, and everybody abuses Tyreek Hill. You saw this guy dropping bombs with Mahomes to Tyreek Hill in this gameplay a couple of times. I started picking up on that, and that is the only reason why I came back and won this game. And it's crazy to me, the state of Madden right now, but nonetheless, I mean, this was my second game online, And it's not to say I'm not having fun, because next gen is a brand new type of feeling when you play it, but it's just I know they could do better. I know they can do better, and I know they will do better. I have a feeling that Madden 22 is going to be way better than what this is. They're going to update franchise mode. They're going to do whatever they can to make us happy. So I'm very, very positive for the future with this game. I think they are going to make a really good product next year. And yeah, man, I mean, back onto the Lions, one last thing that I did want to talk about is the draft pick. Now, if the Houston Texans lose, which it looks like they are, the Lions will have, I believe, like the 6th pick in the draft or something like that. If the Eagles lose, I don't know if they drop below that. I believe the Lions had like 5 wins in the year or something like that. I'm not sure. But if that is the case, then the Eagles jump up to 6 or something like that, and the Lions fall to 7. Something around that. They are either they're projected to have the 5th, 6th, or 7th, depending on the outcomes of the other games. And I am posting this at a very weird time today. Yes, I know, but I wanted to get the information from the game earlier, and it just so happened that there was a lot of controversy in the game earlier. But let me know how you guys enjoyed this video, man. Shout out to LJ for commenting the Detroit Lions, man. Make sure you guys comment a team that you guys want to see below, and I'll feature your comment when we get to that team in the alphabet series. It's been your boy Ace, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your day. Peace out.